Frankenstein, Chapter 10. And so the great hunt began. I followed him over deserts and mountains and great seas. I followed him north, ever north, toward the lands of snow and ice. There the cold wind entered my bones and would not leave. But I would not rest. I did not sleep. There were times when I did not eat. Sometimes I came so close to him that I could hear him laughing at me. Yes, still laughing. If only he had stopped laughing, I might have given up. But no, he wanted me to follow him. If I was lost, he would leave a sign to show me the way. Sometimes he even left me food. Yes, he wanted me to stay alive. For the longer I chased him, the more he could laugh at me. At last I came to the end of land. There was nothing ahead but the North Pole, and ice stretching far out over the ocean. There I learned that he had stolen a dog sled. He had headed toward the pole. I knew why he was leading me there. He was taking me to the place of death. Well, so be it. We would die together, my monster and I. I bought a dog sled and set off. For days on end I crossed the ice. There was nothing but wind and sky, not an animal, not a bird. I was running out of food. One by one my dogs were dying of the cold. And then I saw him. He was far ahead, but he knew I was coming, and he waved at me. I followed. I gave a shout of happiness. At last, I thought, at last I shall finish him. I drove the dogs on as fast as they could go, but the ice under my sled began to crack. The ocean reached up and my dogs fell into it. They were too weak to swim, and they drowned in the cold waters. I was left alone on a floating piece of ice, alone and turning to ice myself. But then a ship came by. Sailors saw me and pulled me on board. The captain was a kind man. He had me taken to his cabin and put to bed. This bed, a bed that I shall never leave while I am alive. And so my story nears its end, for I am dying. Everything grows dark before my eyes. I cannot even lift my hand. But what of the monster whom I never caught? He is out there on the ice, waiting. Soon the moonlight will shine on my still face. The monster will climb toward the ship and come into this cabin. But when he sees that I am dead, he will not laugh. This time he will not. No, he will fall down on his knees and howl with sadness. For I am his father. I am the one who gave him life, and the only one who could have ever loved him. The monster will be alone. The end.